Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
Folks, Castellano's back. All new episodes. What have I been doing? I don't know. I'm waiting for the producer. I don't know if he's eating like pot roast sandwiches or what he's doing. I don't know where he was, but he's back, and there's plenty to talk about. Stay tuned. Believe me, folks, these next few weeks, it's going to be a roller coaster. You think I forgot how to talk? You're probably right. A roller coaster ride. And believe me, nobody's going to be left untouched. Smoke 'em. Excuse me a second, I gotta wet my palate. Castellano? Serious, folks. I want to be real factual because I don't want to get a lot of people up and they're beanies and clamoring all up and tucking up your butt. I want you to understand what I'm saying is factual. So if Castellano's eyes don't stay straight up and they bob down to read the paper, I'm trying to stay to the facts the best I can. Today's paper, Kathleen Parker, the Washington Post, titled, Obama Tale Fails to Fact Check. That sounds oddly familiar. Reverend Wright. Well, let's stick to the facts here. We'll stick with this story today. Okay. Most would agree that one would have to stoop pretty low to question the stories of a man's mother's death. But what if that deathbed story were the locus of a sweeping policy that encompassed a huge slice of the nation's economy? Where am I getting to? And what if the individual who told the story were the president of the world's most powerful nation? Who could that be? Is that Bush? No, we can't blame it on Bush. The president of the world's most powerful nation. I don't know. At his rate, it won't be the most powerful. Okay. On the same day that the president previously walked out of a debt ceiling negotiation with the congressional leaders, the New York Times, did I mention they're very liberal? So if they say it, it's got to be real bad because they're in the president's back pocket. Anyways, the New York Times reported that the White House had declined to challenge an account in a new book about Obama's most compelling argument for health care reform, the tale of his mother, Ann Dunham's final days of fighting with insurance companies about the coverage for cancer treatment. Let's see what we're talking about. We're talking about Obamacare, the biggest piece of legislation, the most money, and it's cost us. He lied about everything. Oh, it's only going to cost under $1 trillion. It's going to cost over $2 trillion. You lie, you lie, you lie. The Louisiana Purchase, you bought votes. You blackmailed people with votes. You did everything you can. And what happened? My dear old mother. My mother, my sweet mother. That's why I'm so... Did I tell you my ears are big and my nose is growing longer by the minute? My dear old mommy. They turned her down for cancer treatments. They turned her down. That's just because dear old mom suffered. Okay. Time for the facts, folks. He lied. MSNBC, NBC, CBS, and ABC. They didn't care. This guy's been lying since the beginning. The guy's a community activist. What did he do? Oh, let me just help. Let me donate just to the black organizations. I don't care about white people. You know what? He don't. Okay, let me play basketball. Am I saying the guy's prejudiced? Yes. He went to Reverend Wright's church. Would they preach? They hated white people. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. The facts and the words. The facts in the pudding, or the proofs in the pudding, or whatever you want to say. But I got facts here, and the president and the White House don't want to dispute it. Okay. According to Jenny Scott, a New York Times writer and author of a book, Singular Woman, the untold story of Barack Obama's mother, Dunham's cancer treatment, were covered by her employee's insurance policy. She was denied disability insurance. Okay. She did get insurance for her cancer treatments. Mr. Pinocchio! But they didn't want to give her disability. Why? I don't know. I don't know his mother. Some people, if I was going to be partisan, said she may have been like a communist type of person like her parents. I don't know her. I'm not going to say there's not enough written about her. I didn't read about her. But she wasn't denied cancer treatments. Her insurance covered it. She was denied disability. Double dipping. But anyways, she could have helped pay for her deductible, but she couldn't pay for that. But anyway, she wasn't denied insurance. So, finally comes out a couple days ago, she wasn't denied. So the main reason the president wanted to get this health care, poor dear old mom was denied. She wasn't denied coverage because of pre-existing conditions. She was denied disability. You liar, you cheat, you big-nosed goof, purple-lipped, ugly mongoloid. Anyway, on Wednesday, the White House did not dispute Scott's rendering events, which she gleaned from correspondence between Dunham and Cigna, the company that held Dunham's disability insurance policy. Facts, folks, facts. Look it up. If you think I'm lying, too bad. The facts don't lie. Presidential spokesman Nicholas Pappas said the president has told a story based on his recollection of events that took place more than 15 years ago. We could all understand memories dimmed by the passage of time, though some memories demand greater accountability. Obama might have checked this facts more carefully. Well, we're talking about the president of the United States. At his fingertips. The best minds in the world could do all kinds of research for him. He didn't recall his memory. Oh, it might have been the way he saw it. Well, this guy doesn't have a good memory, folks. He don't recall good things. He wrote Dreams of My Father or whatever. His father was married to at least 3 people. 3 people when he married his mother. That's why he wasn't allowed in the United States. He got kicked out of Harvard for womanizing. You know what? Found out he was smart. He got to Harvard. His father, not the affirmative action type stuff, he deserved to be there. He was a very, very smart man, but he was a womanizer. In Kenya, you're allowed to marry 15 or 16 people. You're allowed to. But anyways, he was a liar and a cheat. He liked to exaggerate. Who does it sound like? Like father, like son. But anyways, he idolized the guy that married his mom, was already married to 3 other people. So, the guy had a strange upbringing. Anyway, the facts state it. Healthcare. It's so people with pre-existing conditions don't have to be stuck like this. Stuck like what? The lie you told us? Mr. President, you are a liar. And Pinocchio 2, starring Barack Hussein Obama, coming to a theater near you, and you see it every day in the news. Smoke 'em! Excuse me a second, folks. Great Granny brewed me up a special batch of Diet Ginger Ale. 105 years old, God rest her soul. She's still alive. God rest her. I don't know why I'm saying. Let me have a swig. I'll get my verbiage back in line.
God bless her soul.
God bless her soul? The producer's correcting me. I better have another swig. Castellano News Alert. California is the first state to mandate gay history lessons in public schools. Gay history lessons. I I don't need to learn anything about Richard Simmons or one of the guy that plays the piano. What's his name there with the fake wigs? No, the other guy, he had a bad wig too. Elton John. Elton John Liberace, okay? Bad hair days. Listen, I don't care. If you accomplish something, I don't want to know if you're gay, lesbian, or you're Edgar Hoover wearing women underwear. All I want to know is who accomplished what. Oh, there's gay people, they do this and they do that. What? Abby Wabach. I'm going to play for the USA in the World Cup. Hey, guess what? I'm going to show everybody. I'll get myself a mole haircut. Michelle. You know what? It's Michelle Begar and Rob Begar. It says they don't quite understand why. Young kids in elementary school got to hear this. The husband thinks that they're pushing a little too far. What do I think? I think the same thing. There's no reason. If my son was in his school that I pay a lot of money to go for him, and they're teaching my two kings or any of that, I'd pull him out of there. That's right, I said it. Fag, queer. You know what? I don't apologize like that other black comic. Because you know why? You guys are getting me pissed. I don't care. This homophobic. He's right. I don't like it. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't like what you're trying to do to me. I didn't mind before. You kept it to yourself, but you want to ram it down my throat? I'm uncomfortable with it. Yes. Oh, he's homophobic. You know what? No, I'm Bible-phobic. I believe in a Bible. What do you believe in? No. You want to change the rules? You want to go dance like Dancing Matilda? Too bad. The majority believes what I believe. You want to ram it down my throat? Castellano's going to ram back. Too bad. Okay? I'm not afraid of Elton John. I'm not afraid of a Duffy marching to pray with ball gags with Cuomo. Castellano tells it like it is. So you want to say California state the mandate? You want to teach this gay crap in our schools to young kids? Screw. Too bad. It ain't happening. You're watching a Rick Castellano show, and if you don't like it, smoke them. And if you're gay and you don't like it, I'm sorry, but Castellano pushes back. I'm back. New shirt and all. The real America. I'll say what America thinks. Not with Bluffy, Duffy, Snuffy, or Blomo. Blomo, Cuomo. That's an ugly man's Lou Frigno. That is an ugly man. I don't know where he got that Brillo haircut, but he looks like nuts. All right, excuse me a second. Folks, by the time I'm done, Castellano's going to tell you the whole story. You won't see this on local news. They're hiding it from you. Excuse me a second. Great Granny's elixir. It always comes in handy, especially when I'm angry.
Tickle me ass.
Losing my appetite. All right. Gay marriage. Like I said before, people of New York voted against it. Blomo gets in office, resurrects it. He says, we're going to go to back door. Back door, excuse me, gay people. I wasn't making it. It's a coincidence. Anyways, he goes in sideways, whatever way you want to say, rams it down to people's throats that they voted on. No gay marriage. He bribes. Castellano, are you saying that Cuomo bribed people? Could Castellano say that without having a guilty conscience? Well, the truth's in the pudding. Let's look.
Read the facts.
Gay marriage votes bring cash. Okay. First off, Senators James Alessi of Perrington, Mark Grisanti of Buffalo, Roy McDonald of Saratoga all received at least $50,000 from gay supporters. At least. Plenty more, folks. I know there's a scam even bigger. This is what's listed. Okay. Following the June 24th vote, the fourth GOP senator to support the measure, Senator Stephen Solon of Poughkeepsie, had filed. I'm sorry, I can't get this gay image out of my mind. Anyways, filed his campaign finance report as of Friday. Let's talk about Alessi. There's an Italian, it's a disgrace. If I ever saw you do it at the Italian American Club, if I ever went there, I'd laugh you out of there. I'd kick you out of there. Let's just get right to the facts. Alessi, let's see what this goof, this insect did. Let's see, we'll get right down to Alessi received the $10,300 maximum each from Tim Gill, who heads the gay rights group, Gill Foundation, billionaire Robert Ziff, and Frank Salvaggia, member of the Empire State Pride Agenda Board. Ziff also gave Alessi $6,500 for a potential primary election. Alessi, what is that? You're not happy with your wife? What are you doing? Cuomo invites you to New York. You guys go to one of the parades, I don't know, San Diego, San Francisco, sitting there with ball gags and leather chaps. You know what? This isn't so bad, is it? For me it is, but for you, you like it. You cheap 25-cent haircut goof. You sold us out. You betrayed us. The Catholic Church should kick you, Cuomo, and Duffy right the hell out of there. Get rid of you. I said it. You know what? Pastors, bishops, reverends, if you allow this insect to get away with this, or any of his kind, I know we're supposed to teach love, but you know what? God said it's an abomination. And unless he goes, well, you know, it's going to get passed anyway, eventually. I changed my mind. Yeah, you changed your mind because you got some greenbacks. You goof. You're corrupt. Duffy, I despise you. You know what? When you were a cop, I thought you were all right. Now, you're an insect. An insect! I despise you and all you stand for nowadays. You want to dance like this in a gay parade? You should have went out there with some of those guys with nipple rings, and you should have dragged down and carried on and on with the leather chaps, because you belong there with those goofs. And then Blomo trying to ram it down our throat. Blomo, the people, the majority of the New Yorkers, don't lie with these false, we did a row that people think it should be good. No. The majority of the people on the streets say no. But what do? You don't care. There's money in it. There's money, like the papers of Rochester say, if we pass the gay law for gay marriage, we're going to make a lot of money. What? Make a lot of money? You goofs! The people don't want it. We voted on it. Let the people vote. You're afraid. Why? Because you lose every single time. California, one of the most liberal states in the country. Last election, it was voted down. So what do you guys do? The backdoor method. You know what? Why hide it? The backdoor method, which you guys are accustomed to. You know what, Duff? I think when you went and visited the Cuomo there, when he had you in his office, decided to make he made you one of his buddies. I don't want to tell you what kind, but there's no other reason for it. I can't understand why you guys would do this. But anyway, folks, the people say no. You go around what the people say. Castellano, what do I think about it? I'm sick of it. I talk to people every single day. They don't like it. So I'm trying to think, you know what? There got to be people calling the show to saying, Castellano, why are you being so harsh on these people? They're not. I thought, hey, you know what? I really don't want to offend people, but they're shoving it down my throat. I have to say this because they're pushing it against me. I listen. We get thousands of calls every week. And what do I hear? Very, very minimum. And if anybody ever even says it, they'll say, you know what, you make sense, but you know what, you shouldn't really talk like that. But you know what? The majority, vast majority, believe what Castellano believes. So folks, I'm looking out for you. They're not. You're watching the Rick Castellano show. Stay in and watch me each and every night. And folks, I promise you, I'll give it to you straight. No backdoor methods with Castellano.